Today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Livestream STL is strictly prohibited.
The BLITZ Dental Care Team consists of dedicated individuals who are caring, kind, and friendly. Our staff is here to ensure a pleasant experience during your visit to our office. Our team includes experienced and energetic people whose goal it is to communicate well with our patients and provide the best care possible. Providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic care, schedule a visit by calling 636-937-3030 or find us on the web at breezedentalcare.com.
Tire Bargains, your one-stop destination for all your vehicle's needs. Established in 1985, we offer the best deals on all major tire brands, custom wheels, and lift kits. But we do so much more than just make your vehicle look good. We also help make sure it rides and drives good by offering a full range of repair and inspection services, including alignments. Whether it's custom accessories or repair work, Tire Bargains has you covered. Tire Bargains is located at 2100 Truman Boulevard in Crystal City. Give us a call today at 636-937-0021.
I'm Scott Seek, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me today at 636-937-8081. Edward Jones, member SI.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers.
Hi, this is Steve Curley at MasterTech Auto Glass. Response has been great to our new business, but remember, we're not new in the business of auto glass. We have over 20 years of experience in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and we also offer camera recalibration services to keep your safety features functioning properly. We're a family-owned business, and I sincerely ask that you give my wife, Amanda, and I the opportunity to earn your business. So stop in or give us a call at 636-208-0018 or check us out at mastertechautoglass.com. We're MasterTech Auto Glass, located at 104 Twin City Mall in Crystal City, Missouri. Your vehicle will be in good hands at MasterTech Auto Glass.
Hey, y'all, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks. Thanks for watching the games today. We appreciate all your business all year long. Don't forget, we've got awesome wings, we got amazing burgers, we got salads like you wouldn't believe. Come check us out. We have barbecue on Thursdays, we have Southern Nights on Wednesdays, we've got bingo on Tuesdays. We can't wait to see you all. Thanks a bunch, and we look forward to having a great summer with y'all.
Glass Blocks of St. Louis is a local family-owned company and employs trained professionals who will provide prompt, courteous, and professional service. We use no subcontractors for our glass block installations. We have a qualified office staff that will assist you from the beginning of your glass block project and trained installers that will complete your project in a timely manner. Serving St. Louis since 1912, call our office for a quote, 314-371-5500. or visit our offices at 1253 East Road in St. Louis. Glass Blocks of St. Louis.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
Ruther Ford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Ruther Ford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Ruther Ford, Ruther.com.
Looking to buy or sell a home? Stacy Miller of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services has you covered. She'll help you with every step of the process, from preparing your existing house for sale to using the latest tools and technology available in your search for a new home. Let Stacy put the resources of Berkshire Hathaway to work for you. In today's market, the choice of a realtor is more important than ever. Give Stacy Miller a call at 314-606-1007 or visit her website at stacyzmiller.com.
At Girardi Agency Missouri Farm Bureau, we're dedicated to safeguarding your present and securing your future. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or business insurance, we offer comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Our office has been located in Hillsborough for over 30 years. Please contact our office today for a quote. 636-797-5800.
You can now download the TKDS Sports Network app for mobile, Roku, and Fire TV. Help support Livestream STL by subscribing on our website at livestreamstl.tkdssports.com. Your support helps us to continue our great coverage of Jefferson County and St. Louis County sports. We greatly appreciate your support, and thanks again for watching Livestream STL.
Welcome to Week 5 of the high school football season. If this were a horse race, we'd be in the middle of the backstretch right about now. And while teams continue to bump and jockey for position, one thing is sure. The favorites are starting to separate themselves from the long shots. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jeff Whitener for the Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL. Looking over into our barn of games, we have a stable of good matchups for you tonight. And our live stream game of the week, Eureka brings its 2-2 record to South County to face the 3-1 Oakville Tigers. Eureka's coming off a tough 28-14 loss at home against Marquette, a game that they led in the third quarter. The Wildcat defense held Marquette to 365 total yards, but 2 key turnovers spelled doom for Eureka. The Wildcat running game couldn't get going, rushing for just 73 yards against the Mustangs. Eureka had a couple of bright spots on defense. Seniors Aiden Cruz and Ryden Thornhill led the charge, with each player racking up 12 total tackles apiece. Now they'll face an Oakville squad who dropped their first game of the season in Week 4. Ladue also came from behind to beat the Tigers 40-33, a game which saw the Oakville season record fall to 3-1. Senior Ethan Venable provided most of the highlights for the Tigers, rushing for 121 yards on 12 carries. He also led the charge on defense, making 9 solo tackles. Sophomore quarterback Max Bradley connected on 11 of 21 for 156 yards passing, with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Now, both Eureka and Oakville prefer to run the ball, but both teams have quarterbacks capable of airing it out on offense. Like most games, this one will be decided in the trenches. I think the Eureka defensive line and secondary have a slight edge in this game, but it should be a good one. In other area games, 1-3 DeSoto is at 2-1 Windsor. 3-1 Festus hosts 4-0 Hillsborough. 1-3 North County treks to 2-2 Mount Vernon, Illinois. Unbeaten Jefferson is home against winless Bayless. 1-3 Herculaneum welcomes 3-1 St. Pius. Grandview is at Perryville in a matchup of a couple of 2-2 teams. 3-1 St. Vincent hosts 3-1 Valley Catholic. 3-1 Crystal City is at home against 3-1 Gateway STEM. And 1-3 DeBerg faces unbeaten Father Tolton at home. 1-3 Fox is at 4-0 Seckman, and Northwest is on the road against 3-1 Marquette. Well, the ponies are lined up at the starting gate and ready to go. What teams will make it to the winner's circle? And what teams may be headed to the glue factory? Stick around and find out. It's the Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL, coming up next.
Friday Night Blitz, and we are catching up with Coach Jake Sumner from the Eureka Wildcats. How you doing, Coach?
Great, and yourself?
Awesome. Hey, just wanted to let you know, man, been a little while, and wanted to catch up with you and talk to you a little bit about this week. But before we do that, a little bit about your season so far, 2-2 on the season. Maybe give me a little recap in a nutshell of how your season's going so far.
Yeah, 2-2 on the year. Came out for Juma West week 1. Had a nice road victory out there, and then came back home against Hazelwood West. had another nice win at home. And then week 3, went over to Kirkwood. Great team over there, and came up a little short there, 14-10. Last week, again, another great football team, Marquette, lost 28-14 at home to those guys. So kind of excited about here, week 5, just kind of moving on.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tell us a little bit about. I mean, I know you guys had a really successful season last season. It's maybe some different people that you plugged in this season so far. What's it been like? Maybe in the difference since last season.
Yeah, we're pretty blessed out here at Eureka. We get a group of kids every year that just shows up, works, and has a great unit together, and we build those things throughout the off season. And just like last year's group, this group has done the same thing. Just a lot of new pieces, but also a lot of returners that are doing some great things for us. So obviously coming off of 2 losses there, it still stands true. We're a great group of boys. We're working hard, and we're doing our part to keep us moving.
Absolutely. Final question for you. We'll let you go here, Coach. You've got Oakville on the docket here tomorrow night, and wanted to maybe kind of catch your eye on what the game plan might be for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a good Oakville team. They've got some talented young men, and they're doing some great things out there. So both sides of the ball for us. It's just finishing with details, and that's something we've been preaching all week. And our guys were those last 2 games were right there in the game going into the 4th quarter, and just really focusing on trying to finish football games. And that Oakville teams, they got some great players. And it's going to be a tough match for 4 quarters, and that's exactly what we're hoping our guys come out and do: play 4 quarters strong and finish with some details.
Absolutely. Well, good luck to you tomorrow night, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you down the road.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thanks, Ray.
Hey, Coach Jake Sumner from the Eureka Wildcats. Friday Night Blitz here. Ray Halbrook with Coach Mike Ginge from the Oakville Tigers here. Coach, been an up and down season here. You could probably say that a little bit. Give us maybe just a sentence or two, a synopsis of the season so far.
I mean, we've been playing solid. We just, we had one bad quarter. We had one bad quarter that couldn't finish a game, and it hurt. But, we got to bounce back. We've had a great week of practice, and we're ready to get going again this Friday night. Actually playing on a Friday for the first time in 2 weeks, so it's kind of nice.
I noticed that. Lots of Thursdays for you there. Any injuries we need to know about?
No, we're healthy. We're feeling good. Kids work hard in the weight room. They take care of their bodies. We've really tried to focus on that all off season and even in the in season. So we feel good.
Absolutely, absolutely. Final question for you: what's the game plan for tonight?
We gotta get first downs. We gotta get our running game going, and then we gotta avoid the big play. Eureka's a big play team. That's kind of how they've been going about things this year, and we gotta keep them under wraps and make them work for what they got to get.
Thanks for being with us. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Coach Mike Ginge from the Oakville Tigers. Good evening and welcome to Friday Night Blitz on live stream STL. We are live from Oakville High School in Oakville, Missouri, home to the Oakville Tigers. They're taking on the Eureka Wildcats. Ray Halbrook, Scott Latta, and Brian Kaplinger. Gentlemen, how's it going, guys? Beautiful evening. We are like gargoyles on a perch here, and we're overseeing outside. But it is. We are very much out in the out.
We're a little prettier than that.
But we're having a lot of fun doing it too at the same time. There, Brian Kaplinger back with us for week 2 for you here. Beautiful night, my friend.
Absolutely gorgeous night. A great night for high school football, and we're really looking forward to just a great matchup here between Eureka and Oakville. Both teams on paper match up really, really well. Both are coming off losses, but I think the game plan from both sides is really going to be to look for that explosive play. They've got some unique playmakers, and so I think you're in for a treat.
Absolutely. Seeing some of the sights and sounds here of the game, or pregame here, and we were able to pop out and do some pregame here. We appreciate the coaches allowing us out on the field to do all that fun stuff. And, tale of 2 interesting teams here. Last year's game was an amazing close game early on, and then second half there, Eureka just kind of pulled away, and that was all she wrote at that point. But lots of potential here for both teams to get a big win tonight. So as we we buzz back out here. We're going to see and take a look and see who wins the toss here. And wasn't quite sure who won the toss, but we'll figure that out as we go here. So.
Absolutely. And Ray, as you were saying, it's interesting because when you look at the stats here, Eureka has kind of had Oakville's number over the last number of years. But when you look at the way the teams are going this year, it does look like an even matchup.
Right.
I think you heard from Coach of Oakville earlier, you've got to avoid those big plays from Eureka. Their offense is predicated on making those big plays happen. And so if you can keep them kind of contained, you're going to have a good opportunity maybe to change that and pick up your first win since '99, at least stats-wise.
There you go. It looks like Oakville is going to get the ball first. And we'll get things kicked off here in just a second.
And kind of piggyback off of what you said there, avoid the big play, and then also in some of the games that we've seen in the early part of the season, obviously mistakes, penalties, pre-snap things, kill the momentum, that both teams want to avoid that.
Absolutely, and I think that's always going to be a big thing, especially on the offensive side of the ball. You don't want to put yourself behind the chains, and then when you're on defense, you don't want to extend drives by making just kind of those bonehead plays, if you will, in those moments where I don't think anyone ever intentionally thinks about that, but that's where the fundamentals come into play, and you got to keep yourself in control while you're out on the field. But again, we're getting set for kickoff, and it's going to be a great night. I think a great night of football. If you like balanced offenses, some mix of run and pass, you're in for a great one here tonight.
And if you like sunsets, there's a beautiful one right in front of us.
Yep.
All right, a little GNR to get this kicked off here. Eureka boots it away. And looks like we are going to have a touchback, ladies and gentlemen. So no, 100-yard kickoff to start the game, but we will see both of these teams set up. Eureka on defense and the Tigers of Oakville on offense.
Right, and a player to look at here from the Oakville side is going to be Ethan Venable, who's their main rusher. He's averaging about 100 yards a game so far this season. So you're definitely want to keep an eye on number 19 there in the backfield.
So 19 in the backfield with number 9. Like Max Bradley, not Max Power. Some of you watch the different formats we have. Pass out into the flat, and they pick up a nice little chunk of yards, gets out close to the 25.
Yeah, great way to stretch the field there. Quick little 5-yard, kind of almost substituting for a run there. Little screen, almost bubble pass.
And then no huddle offense here. I like this here in the early going. Quick hitter, and get right back on it. Don't let the defense get set up, get a chance to get their bearings. High snap. 19 takes it, goes off the right side. Still struggling across the 28, looks like.
Yeah, a little late whistle there by the refs. I think they were seeing if he could break free there for a moment. But Eureka does do a good job of kind of bottling him up for just a few yards there. But again, that's Venable. He's one of their primary guys. I think you're going to look to see a lot of him tonight, especially in these short yardage situations.
So almost like a little bit of a West Coast offense here to start, short but, very secure plays. 3rd and 2, 18 in motion. Venable takes it up the middle. Still churning, and I think he got across the sticks.
Yeah, it looks like he's there just by about a half a yard. But again, he's going to be their power guy, so I think you're going to look to see that a lot. But don't be surprised if they start to stretch the field a little bit, because Oakville does have some solid receivers on the outside, and so I think they try and lull you to sleep with that run game and then bust one big on the corner on you.
I think that's tried and true, and I think a lot of coaches have done that. 1st and 10 from the 30.5. Another high snap. Shovel pass. Off the left side. Gets a couple. So I didn't see who was.
That's number 7, Jacob Baines there, that got the reception, kind of that little shovel pass. Starting to see that become even a bigger play up at the upper levels in college and the pro sports now, where they just kind of shovel it underneath to catch the defense kind of off guard on those counter plays almost.
second and we'll say about 8. Out to the sideline. Number 10 gets it, cuts it up, and he gets pushed out of bounds about the 45-yard line. So another Tiger first down. Good looking arm so far by the quarterback. Got that one out quick, accurate.
Yeah, Max Bradley there with the pass. Looking sharp so far on those quick passes. Again, like I said, you cannot fall asleep if you're Eureka on this side because they do have a threat on the outside from multiple angles, and so you're going to want to kind of keep the middle tight but also be ready for those quick swings.
And so far the play clock not really a problem for Oakville here. They're getting set up and they're getting the play off. About 10 seconds to go still. Another high snap. Number 10 takes it off the right side. Got a blocker, spins, and he gets knocked down after a couple. So 10, Joshua Williams gets his second touch of the game if you're fantasy footballing it here.
That's right. You're trying to keep up with the stat line there, which can be a little tricky, especially in these high school games, as there's a number of players that are going to touch the ball tonight, especially on the Oakville side. And if you're watching on the Eureka side, you're looking for number 8, Ryan Thornhill, who's been one of their premier tacklers so far out of the linebacking spot.
Great play by number 14 from Eureka right there. Fought off the blocker, which was the receiver. That's Josh West.
Yes, that was just a great play. Stood tall and kind of busted through the block on that quick little bubble screen and was able to just pin the receiver there before he could pick up any yards. So looking at a 3rd and long, love to see what play is going to come out here for Oakville.
So Caleb Pickens with the reception there, but he could not get away. So as you said, kind of a an interesting moment here in the first drive. 3rd down and 7. Sets up, fake. He's going to run it. He's up the middle, across midfield, and dives. It's going to depend on the spot, but I think he's just a little short, perhaps.
Yeah, Eureka's secondary did a great job of keeping the receivers kind of within reach, and I think there for Bradley just didn't really have an option to throw the ball at that point. Was smart in tucking it and running, just unfortunately about a yard short. So it looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field here.
So 4th and about 2.5 feet, we'll say. 2 wide receivers to the bottom, shotgun. Defender jumped, no flag. Play is still live. And looks like we got a timeout. Oakville here, maybe they just tried to line up to try and get them to jump. They got the jump, but they didn't get the call.
Right. Usually what you're looking for there is the offensive lineman to make some movement predicated by that jump of the defender. And so nobody moved, and the officials didn't feel like it warranted a call.
All right, so first quarter here, 7:12 to go, no score. And for all your photography needs, go to Cheap Seats Photography, banners, designs. Who's our guy over there, Ray?
That is Ron Rigdon from Cheap Seats Photography Banners Designs, where we get our banners at, actually, there. So give him a call, 314-402-9014.
Very sharp and quick.
CheapSeatsPhoto.com. Yeah. There you have it. Ron Rigdon, I'm sure Lisa, his wife, might be. She covers Eureka a lot, but they do Oakville as well from time to time.
So they will reset here, 4th and slightly less than a yard. Tigers got the play they think will get them over the first down marker. The flat, and Wildcats read it. Number 3 just sat on it right there. Allen Brown, the 3rd.
Just a great read by him. I don't think a receiver was ready to make that block, and Allen with his speed there was able to just kind of break through and just make the stop. And so turnover on downs right at about midfield. That's going to be a tough one to swallow if you're Oakville, but I'm sure on the Eureka side they're a little bit excited to get their offense out here. And Oakville, who's had a solid defense all year, you're going to have to make a play, keep this on a short field.
So turnover on downs, Eureka. 1st and 10 at midfield. Wildcats feature 3 wide receivers. Number 5 in motion. Takes the pitch, goes off the left side. Still going, cutting to the outside, and he gets taken down after about 6-7 yards right there. On that 4th down play, I think the receiver, I think, basically just turned around. He didn't get really a chance to advance up and then turn around. So I think that was kind of what kind of happened there. And unfortunately, the defender did read it really well.
Yeah, I think they were looking at it. That was 3 times, I think, even on that drive that they had attempted a play like that. And so I think there was a lot of anticipation towards that.
2nd and about 3.5. Number 7. Number 5 over the middle. And he's got a first down to about the 34-yard line. Number 5, Aiden Cruz.
Yeah, and Casey Holberman is their quarterback there for Eureka, and he pretty much is really good at commanding this offense. He's run it well the first, number of weeks that they've been playing, and so looking forward to just kind of seeing him in action. He does seem to read the defense as well and find the right receiver. Now, often there's a lot of quick reads involved in this as well, the Eureka offense, that is.
Well, reset here, 1st and 10 at the 34 for the Wildcats. Holman, hands off up the middle. Got a seam right there. And number 27 rumbles down to the 22-yard line. Another first down.
Yeah, that is Trevor Kodak. I think, unfortunately, what we're seeing here is Larry Reed, who is one of their primary runners for Eureka. I haven't seen him on the field, so I'm wondering if there's still some injury from last week. But, man, Trevor right there stepped up big and made a great run.
He found a seam and made a hole all at the same time.
Absolutely.
So 1st and 10, 22-yard line. Both teams utilizing the no-huddle offense. Shotgun, single back. Steps back, steps into the throw, and it's number 3 down at the 16-yard line, taken down after a short gain, about 6 yards.
Yeah, what you're seeing from Eureka is just a staple of their offense. They're looking to get these quick reads on the outside, and then when they run the ball, they're going to go off tackle as much as possible, create some space, and hopefully break some big plays. Like we said at the beginning, this is an impressive drive because usually they're a big play predicated offense.
2nd down and about 3. And they string him out. Number 27, and he manages to sneak inside the 15-yard line down to the 14. I think he's about a yard short. So I assume we're going to see a good dose of Kodak, at least from what we've seen here in the early going.
That's right, and that was a great job by the Oakville defense, just stringing that out on the outside, limiting the gain. And so looking for another big stop here on 3rd and short.
When you got a 6-foot, 185 guy, coming down, you want to make him go lateral as possible and not north and south.
You said it best right there. He's going to be hard to bring down if he's going north and south.
Holderman surveying the defense. 3rd and 1. Gets it. Kodak bounces it off the left side. Still going inside the 10s. Spin, and now there's a gang tackle about the 10-yard line. So that will be 1st and goal for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I thought there for a minute Oakville was going to get a stop, but he kept bouncing it to the outside and just couldn't quite wrap him up till he'd passed the line of scrimmage.
And if you're a fan of the Wildcats, you got to be impressed. First contact again didn't go down easily. 44 in motion.
Yeah, I think what's been most impressive with this drive is just the consistency. There's a lot of balance here of run and pass for Eureka. They're doing a great job of just picking up the yardage that they need and really kind of keeping this Oakville defense on their toes a little bit.
1st and goal. Showing blitz from the Tigers. And wide open, number 33 for the touchdown. Blake Ashby.
Just a great read there. I think Oakville was selling on the run and kind of got caught as it looks like Ashby snuck out from maybe around the tight end, just kind of like
he just went right down the seam, it looked like. Nobody picked him up.
Absolutely. Looks like we got an Oakville player down at the moment, and so hopefully nothing major, just maybe the wind knocked out of him or something of that magnitude.
Yeah. So 3:12 to go here, 6-0 our score, Ray. We're going to step away here on Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL.
I'm Scott Seek, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me today at 636-937-8081. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And we return to action here, getting ready for the point after try. The injured Tiger appears to be number 42.
Yeah, that's looking like it's Scott Bidlack there, and he's been one of their stars on the defensive side, so that's looking like it might be kind of an unfortunate blow as he's hobbling to the side. I mean, I'm glad he's kind of doing it a little bit, but it is very ginger at this point, so we wish him the best, and hopefully he can loosen it up a little bit.
So kick formation here, ball down, kick up, and through easily. So 7-0 our score after the conversion. And if you're a Wildcats fan, that's got to be a great start. So 7-0 our score. Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL. We'll be right back.
Ruther Ford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Ruther Ford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Ruther Ford, Ruther.com.
All right, back to action here. Awaiting the kickoff. 3:12 to go here in the first quarter. We just had our first score. What did you have that unofficially? Was that a 9-yard touchdown pass?
That's what it looked like to me, about a 9-yard touchdown pass there from Holberman. And again, I think what was impressive about that was just the methodical way Eureka went down the field there. We said at the beginning, you've heard multiple times, they are a quick strike offense a lot, but that was impressive.
They look very poised. I mean, obviously it's just one drive, and obviously there's going to be a chess match where there's adjustments made, but they actually look very fluid there, so we'll see what the Tigers do to answer. Short kick this time. Taken inside the 5. Cutting up the middle, number 1. And looks like he is corralled somewhere around the 22-yard line under all those bodies.
Yeah, I think it's going to be big for Oakville to come out and at least, capitalize. We saw they were able to move the ball, in some chunks on their first series, and I think they got to look to do that again. Maybe open the playbook up a little bit because it looked like there towards the end of the drive, Eureka's defense was picking up on some things. And so maybe get their ground game going a little bit more and throw the ball a little bit down the field, not so much on those quick bubbles.
That's what I was seeing as well, because it seemed like they were kind of crowding the line of scrimmage so they could easily swoop in on those receivers, where you saw the Wildcats go a little bit further downfield. Not huge, but 5 to 8 yards.
Absolutely.
Screen pass to number 18, and he gets strung up and stopped right about the 25-yard line. There was a whole line of defenders right there.
Yeah, I mean, I love the ideas of the screen passes, effectively getting the ball out of your quarterback's hands quick, but I think you can't just get too heavily reliant on those plays. You're going to have to mix some things in and eventually take that shot if you want to trick the defense a little bit, because you can see even from Eureka right now, they're starting to step up a little bit and see that play come quickly.
Number 18 in motion takes the handoff, and he is turned back at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Whole squad of Wildcats there. We're waiting to meet him on the edge on that side, and so right now Eureka's defensive line is getting some push, and I think Oakville's going to have to show some fight back here, especially, again, here we sit at another 3rd and long.
So I guess, who do we think is going to be a speed option for the Tigers? I see Pickens out there, number 1, but I think you got to kind of get him in space or a couple of these other guys and see if they can maybe make a move and maybe get you a big chunk.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I think Eureka's going to look at that quick pass.
Steps up, launches it downfield, and had a step. Ball was just a little inside, and number 18 was on the outside.
Yeah, and I think they had the right play dialed up. 18 had a step on the defender. I think the ball just came a little bit too close to the hash versus the sideline. I think if he'd thrown it out towards the sideline, we might be looking at a big play, maybe even result in a score. But here we are, 4th and long, and looking at the punt team coming out on the field.
And also on that pass, I think the defender did a good job of holding position to not let him get back to the pass. Punt formation. Tigers boot it, and coming down about the 45-yard line. Number 3 will run to the left. He's trying to get to the sideline. He's got some blockers, and he is, we'll say, nudged out of bounds about the 42-yard line. So good starting field position again for the Wildcats.
Yeah, you saw what happened there last time. You gave the Wildcats a little bit of a short field, and so I think if you're Oakville, you got to be ready for kind of the same game plan here and start to prepare yourself to really walk down that edge and make sure your linebackers and DBs are ready for those 5-7 yard passes.
So only held the ball for about a minute and a half there on offense. Need a big play by the defense on the Tigers here. Either push them back or at least hold them out of, I would assume, field goal range here would have to be well inside the 20, I would guess.
Yeah, I would assume the same thing. I don't think you're seeing much beyond the 30-yard line here in a high school game on the field goal side.
And number 40 comes across for the Tigers, and he is going to be whistled for the infraction. That'll give 5 extra yards to the Wildcats.
Yeah, definitely not something you want to start a defensive series on. But you got to just rebound here and kind of build yourself up a little bit and really, like you said, come up with a big play. Make a stand, and it's going to start with that D-line. Get some pressure here if they're throwing the ball.
First down run up the middle, number 7. Runs it down to the 30-yard line. That is another Wildcat first down.
Just a great read option there. I think Holberman keeping that one was the smart play as the defensive end there from Oakville read the running back coming over to the edge, and so a great pull, great run there by Holberman, and we kind of see they're methodically moving the ball again.
And they're spreading it around so they can't key in on one guy. Number 5 in motion. 2 wide receivers, now 3rd. Holberman. Number 11 on the left side. He's got a block to the outside. Ooh. And he was tackled up high and spun down, I think he achieved the first down. It's going to depend on the spot where he was forced out.
Looks like they're spotting him just short there, but yeah, it was a great misdirection play. I think they had everybody kind of looking here to our side of the field and did that quick screen on the backside.
So 2nd and 2, and I mean, you can really do anything in the playbook you want here.
Yeah, this is an offense dream right here because you can run it and get the first down, or you can take a shot at a play that you hope becomes a big play. Both of those are in the mix, and so it's hard for a defense in 2nd and short.
So bunch formation here. Holden hands it off and just smashing his way through the middle. I believe that's 27, or is that 21?
Number 21, that is Charles Robinson with a big, strong run up the middle there, carrying some tacklers with him.
He looked virtually unstoppable there until he was knocked down somewhere around the 13, but he gained the first down, moved the sticks. Holberman, little pump fake right there to the outside. Number 3 cuts it in and takes it to the house. 6 more points for the Wildcats. Quick start for Eureka.
Yeah, great move there by Allen Brown in the reception just to cut it back inside and find his way into the end zone.
And gets the touchdown right before the changeover in the quarter here. Only 4 seconds left. And good little shoulder fake right there by Holberman. So, once again in kick formation. Ball down, snap. Kick is through. So 14-0. Oakville trails the Eureka Wildcats. So we'll be right back here on Friday Night Blitz for Livestream STL.
The Breeze Dental Care Team consists of dedicated individuals who are caring, kind, and friendly. Our staff is here to ensure a pleasant experience during your visit to our office. Our team includes experienced and energetic people whose goal it is to communicate well with our patients and provide the best care possible. Providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic care. Schedule a visit by calling 636-937-3030 or find us on the web at breezedentalcare.com.
Beautiful evening here at Oakville High School. Tigers of Oakville taking on the Eureka Wildcats, and so far the Eureka Wildcats are not being a very generous host or a very generous guest.
That is true. Right now, Oakville, which you saw there what we saw during the break was the coach huddling them up. They're not out of this by any means, but they've definitely got to start moving the ball on offense and getting a little bit stingier on defense, not allowing some of those 5-7 yard plays.
So booted away deep into the end zone, and that ball will be down for a touchback. So essentially probably one play, and then I believe they will switch ends, correct?
Well, yeah, that's what it's going to look like with about 4 seconds here. I think if you're Oakville, you've got to look to find a way to get Ethan Venable going in this game so far. He's inevitably been the guy that you've kind of, put your offense through there, like I said earlier, averaging about 100 yards rushing a game to this point. And so far, he's almost been non-existent through the first quarter. So you really need to start to see him show up.
They started off well, but then they kind of sputtered out. So run off the left side and stacked up, not much going right there. Tried to cut it up between the tackles, maybe got a foot.
Yeah, right now, Eureka's defensive line is doing a great job of just standing up the offensive line. There's not a whole lot of space.
All right, so we will switch over here and we will come right back. This is Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers.
All right, both teams returning to the field after some instruction from the coaching staffs. And I think I figured out what happened. I think Oakville figured out, like, hey, you know what? This end zone's a lot easier to score in than that one. So we're just going to wait and go down to that side so we can score. Because Eureka, I mean, not to make this seem too simple, but, I mean, they made it look pretty smooth and pretty easy down here on this end.
Yeah, I hope you're right for Oakville. They need something big here. Just a solid drive, get some momentum back.
Second down, quarterback keeper off the right tackle and nudges up close to the 25. That will set up a 3rd and about 6. So looking to get a little offensive traction here. They found it initially with like the first 4 or 5 plays of the game, but since then the offense has gone a little bit cold for the Tigers.
Yeah, and I think if you can get a first down here, get your student section going a little bit, create some noise and some energy here on your home field, I think it'll go a long way. So make a smart play call here.
18 in motion and pass out to the flat. 19 gets it, and he is close to the first down.
Yeah, this is really going to depend on the spot here. He is right there.
And they signal first down, so you called it. You were asking for this, man. Number 19, Venable, gets the pass, gets them that first down, gets them that kind of exhale, be like, all right, let's reset. We got 3 more chances to get a first down. Keep moving the sticks.
Absolutely. I think, again, just a very smart play call there. Get him on the edge a little bit, get him some space, see what he can do, because they're finding it tough just up the middle right now. And so look for that again.
So no receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom, and little miscommunication there. 18 did a little hitch, but not so much go, and the quarterback launched it deep.
Yeah, and very fortunate the DB didn't read the deep. He was kind of eyeing the receiver there, and when he stopped, he made his break. And so the ball fell incomplete a little bit deep down the field.
So 2nd and 10 here, ball at the 30-yard line. Oakville going from our left to right now, trying to score in the Tigers' end zone. Our score 14-0, 10:45 to go here before halftime. And he finds number 7 out in the flat, and he picks up 8 yards. They needed that.
Yeah, they're starting to get a little bit more creative with their play call. I think it's catching Eureka a little bit. They're having to chase players, which is going to be a big thing because Oakville does have some speed on the offensive side of the ball, and so they need to start utilizing that. And I think that's what you're starting to see here, and it's turning into a good start to the drive. But again, another big 3rd down for them.
Credit Baines with that catch right there. Good hands. That ball was a little bit behind him, but he was able to catch it and turn up the field. Quarterback keeper, and he is met and forced into reverse.
Yeah, there just has not been a lot of success up the middle there. That D-line, like I said, has just been doing a great job from Eureka of just standing that offensive line up and not allowing for a lot of gaps. And even when it seems like there's one, they're quick to close that up with their linebackers.
So essentially a quarterback draw, nothing doing right there. And now we again see the punt formation for the Tigers. Any chance they fake it?
Oh, we got a flag. Let's see what happens here. Maybe, just maybe we get, no, it looks like they're going to call a false start here on the offense. It's going to push them back a little bit. And so any chance of a fake, I think, goes out the window right there. Even though it didn't look like they were going to fake it on that play. They were looking to hopefully hang their hats on their defense.
So that pushes them back. Ball sitting about the 32-yard line, roughly. It's like number 3 back in punt formation. Right boot. Nice, nice. Drifting back, and it carries all the way inside the 15. Picks it up inside the 10, running sideways. And forced back in and dropped about the 17-yard line.
Tremendous punt there to drive them and flip the field.
And got a great Tiger bounce right there. And they desperately needed that, because if they got another short field for Eureka, I mean, they could potentially be looking at a real uphill battle real early.
Absolutely. Great punt in that moment. Like I said, to flip the field. And now let's see what Eureka can do with a long field in front of them.
1st and 10, ball at the 17-yard line. 4 receivers in the pattern, 2 top, 2 bottom. Single back, drops back. Number 7 launches it. It's got a man in, just a little too much air. Number 11 did everything he could to try and make it look like there was a little contact. Josh Hotop.
Yeah, he was there. It looked like maybe a little bit of incidental contact there. Feet get tangled a little bit. I think it was a good no call on that play, although he did have the inside track, and I think it was just a bit too far there from the quarterback.
2nd and 10, reset. 2 wide receivers in the pattern, 1 top, 1 bottom. Hand off number 3 off the right side, and picks up about 5 yards. A couple of nice moves there.
Yeah, and what you're seeing again is just a staple of this Eureka offense. They love the edge. They also have some speed there with their running backs and wide receivers. So they're going to look to get that edge to really break a play. And I think Oakville's doing a great job of keeping them contained. But unfortunately right now it seems to be about 5 yards when they do hand the ball off or those quick passes, which is hard to stop.
3rd and 5. Oh, wide open. Great pass. Number 3, Brown catches it. There was not a defender within 2 yards of him catching, just curls and goes out of bounds, moves the sticks.
Yeah, I think what you're seeing there from the Oakville side is they are a little nervous of that speed and them getting behind them. So a little bit too much of a cushion, especially on 3rd down, but a great play there for Eureka to keep this drive going.
Hobelman doing a good job under, well, I would say under center, but in the shotgun for the Wildcats. Clock continues to run. 8:21 to go here, 14-0 our score. Handoff straight up the middle. Legs churn, gets about 2, maybe 3, depending on the final progress.
Yeah, just a great job there by Oakville, making sure they stand up, close the gap pretty good. You're definitely going to need to see a couple more of those. I'd really like to see this D-line maybe get through, especially on some of these pass plays, create a little bit of pressure on Hobelman and just kind of see what happens there.
Eureka's got to get to the 42-yard line for a 1st down. Hanging out, Hobelman, hands off again, this time off the right side, and taken down about the 39. I didn't see, was that 27?
Yeah, it looks like it was Trevor Kodak there for Eureka on the carry, and right now he's looking pretty strong through there. You know, he's looking pretty tough to bring down. I don't know that I would want to be out there.
For such a broad-shouldered guy, he turns sideways and seems to be very hard to tackle. 3rd down, short. Hobelman is going to scramble out to his left and picks up his secondary receiver, number 44, but it is broken up by the Tigers. No flags, so that will make it 4th down. We will see if they keep the offense on the field. It looks like they will.
The defense did a good job there. There wasn't a lot of pressure, but the secondary did a great job of sticking with the receivers. And then when the play kind of broke down a little bit, it was a pass that was a little behind the receiver. He just wasn't able to hang on. And so a great job by Oakville here to force a punt from Eureka. You know, again, this game is not out of reach. They just need to start making plays like that.
Initially, it looked like they were going to keep the offense on the field, but as you said, they did swap out for the punter. So a little bit of an exhale again for the Tigers as they're trying to get some momentum here as we go towards the middle of the quarter.
Quick timeout from Eureka. I think the play clock was getting pretty close on that one.
So we will keep it here, 4th down and 3. Maybe they're talking about it. And remember, you can catch all local sports at the Pasta House, Texas Roadhouse, and Case and Bucks, brought to you by Livestream STL. And Ray, where are those locations at?
Pasta House down in Festus, Texas Roadhouse down in Festus, Case and Bucks Grub and Pub in Barnhart. Yeah, that's correct. We actually got a call from Pasta House in High Ridge as well. And literally today I got a call from Saucy's Pizza.
Ooh.
So how about that, right? We want to keep you all fed, but also be able to check out all the games while we're out and about.
Just all great places to eat at. You're making me hungry, gentlemen.
I like some Case and Bucks wings. I'm just going to say that. And all 3 of those places, Roadhouse Steak and then the pasta at Pasta House. I mean, you can't go wrong with any of those. 4th and 3, Eureka in punt formation. 7:07 on the clock. Snap, high snap, and it's over the punter's head. He's going to try and get rid of it. Number 1, and he does get a little pooch punt away. That was so fortunate, and he gets a fortuitous roll down to about the 34-yard line. That could have been disastrous for the Wildcats.
They dodged a bullet there for sure. High snap over, kind of scramble drill by the punter, which typically you don't see work out too often. But he made a great play to get that punt off and at least kind of flip the field to a small degree.
Well, give him a lot of credit because it's not a dodgeball. I mean, it's not going to give you a true hop. You got to, follow that thing, and it's like a greased pig at times. And it's like to get it, not get, tackled back there and get off a positive kick. That's a huge play. Circle that one as we go along. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Hand off to number 3, working off the left side, strung out towards the sideline, and He gets a couple of positive yards, knocked out about the 36, maybe 37.
Yeah, again, just a great job to stretch that sweep run play out on the sideline. But I think Oakville did a great job of getting what you can get on that play. I'd just like to see them get to the edge and maybe get a little bit more north to south than what they're doing right now.
Yeah, it seems like they're pretty limited here, at least in the early going. To everything seems like 3 to 5 yards, and that defense, they're just crowding them. Number 10 catches the screen and is dropped about the 39, minimal gain. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, that was just a great open field tackle there by, I think it's 25, Ryan Holtz on Eureka to just kind of keep that play in contain. But here we are, 3rd and 5. I think this is a big series here as we near the 5-minute mark in the first half.
They need to kind of give their defense a little time to recoup and re-energize. And so far the difference has kind of been it's just a little bit bigger plays. It hasn't been huge plays by the Wildcats, but they've been bigger positive plays. And slings it over the middle. That's a 1st down. Still going, still fighting. And they are over on the Wildcats side of the field. Number 15 with a huge reception.
Yes, Chase Forbes there. Just great slant play call, especially on a 3rd down. In my opinion, that's one of the toughest pass plays to defend. And just great timing on that. And
there was a lot of traffic there.
Yes, big 3rd down for Oakville. Let's see if they can keep that momentum. It looks like the cheer squad and the fans are getting a little bit more excited here, so hopefully that'll encourage them to push the ball further.
Drops back and launches it deep. He's got a man wide open. 10, 5, touchdown. North and South football right there. Number 10 with the dime. Yeah. Joshua Williams gets Oakville on the board, and how about that pass?
Absolutely, one of their big play receivers, and you can see the speed to get behind the defense, and a great pass there, and a big play that Oakville needed to just kind of reel this game back in and create some momentum and energy back in the stadium here.
Yep, you can visibly see down below us, get a little more pep in the step and some, a few more smiles. So after the conversion, 14-7 our score, 4:59 to go before halftime. This is Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports, brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
That drum beat must mean that the heartbeat of these Tigers is getting a little bit stronger here.
Absolutely. Again, just a great pass by Max Bradley to Joshua Williams there. And as we were kind of talking in the break a little bit, just that shot of adrenaline that I think not only Oakville needed, but their fan base needed to just get back in this game a little bit. And here with 5 minutes left in the half, maybe that momentum turns over to their defense and they can get their 2nd stop.
So who was saying in the pregame that they needed to prevent the big play?
Well, as funny as that is, that was the flip side. Coming in, we thought Eureka would be the big play team, and they've kind of methodically taken the ball down. And here it is, Oakville surprising them with a big play of their own to get back in this game.
So big momentum boost right there. 14-7 our score. And if you can get a defensive stop here and you're a Tigers fan, maybe you can parlay that into some more points before halftime. Kick is away. It's a short kick. Caught about the 20-yard line, 13. A little juke move and gets taken down about the 29. So number 13 I've got is Henry Mugi. And the Wildcats will start 1st and 10 on their own 29.
And this is going to become a big kind of series, I think, for Eureka, because if I'm remembering correctly, they kicked the ball away to start the game. And so if they can eat up some clock here and get some points, they're going to come back out after half with an opportunity to get the ball back.
Correct. So with the short field, the Wildcats were able to punch in a couple of touchdowns. With a normal, regular field, they weren't able to get it into the end zone last time. We'll see if they're able to redirect here. Number 7, and he's going to keep it. He had a little bit of a seam, looked like he was going to slide and give himself up, but he never really slid, and then he kind of got pushed forward.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's a baseball player or not there. That's Holberman, their quarterback. Maybe it's time to help him with some of those slide drills, because that one looked like he wanted to and then kind of checked up on himself.
So 7 yards picked up on first down. Triangle formation here. Single receiver to the bottom, single to the top. We'll see if they dial up some long distance here. A little 10-10, 220 for those people at home, the parents. And 27 is like, I'll just pick up a first down here.
Again, proven to be someone hard to bring down. Continually just kind of picking up a few extra yards, falling forward, which is always a plus for the offense.
Kodak, and he is just doing whatever he wants right now, and right now that was moving the sticks.
And I think it's a good showing there for Kodak. He is, by my records, a sophomore, and so one of the younger ones on the team here, but really putting in some good work.
And he will take it this time off to the left side, and he's got a big hole, cuts it back past midfield and takes it all the way down to the 41-yard line of the Tigers. There was nobody. He looked to make a move, and there was literally no one out there to make a move on. That's a scary thing, seeing him in space.
Absolutely. I would not want to be the DB if he's coming at me with a full head of steam.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Single receiver top and bottom. Holberman keeps it, throws it, and good. Well defended right there. Tigers break it up. I think that was number 5.
By number 5, Jack Delzite.
Jack Delzite. Yeah, number 5, great defensive play. Right on the hip of the receiver there, and at the last second got his hand in to bat that one away. And so I really like the play call and the misdirection from Eureka, but it did not fool Oakville, especially their DBs.
Hey, sometimes you got to tip your cap. Sometimes they make a play. So 2nd down and 10. Ball still at the 41. 3 wide receiver set. And there he goes. Number 27 works his way up inside the right tackle, and he picks up another 6-7 yards. Kodak.
Yeah, going to bring up another big 3rd down. I know I keep saying big, but I think for Oakville it is big. You just had just a great play on the offensive side of the ball, and now you find yourself in a spot where maybe your defense can get off the field. And so I think if you're Oakville, you got to just kind of press up a little bit. We saw in the last series they stayed back with their corners because of the fear of speed, I believe, and gave an easy pass. I think you got to press up a little bit more and make sure they don't do that little quick out pass again and pick up the 1st down.
Yep, this is the little coaching tango. This is the chess match when you see what they're doing and you try to anticipate. So the injured Tiger allowed off the field. So 3rd and 3. We'll see what they dial up here. Holberman gets the play adjusted. And timeout for the Wildcats. 2:21 to go here, 14-7 our score.
Timeout Wildcats.
So maybe they wanted to talk it over.
Great segue. Speaking of talking it over, check out our show upon further review. We will have this week, actually, we're going to be at the Pasta House in Festus doing our upon further review show. That is at on Wednesday at noon, we'll have that Jeff Whitener, Matt Bates, and myself. We review this past week's games, and then we'll go and talk about next week's games. We crown a player of the week and also some honorable mentions. Check it out upon further review.
All right, both teams have got their marching orders. 3rd and 3. This could be very pivotal in this game. 7-point lead for the Wildcats with the ball. Hands off to number 21, and he takes a huge leap forward, and he gets down inside the 25, I do believe.
Yeah, great burst of speed right up the middle here, and Eureka's going to play fast.
Was that Robinson? And once again, Robinson takes it off that right side, and again, he moves the pile down to close to the 20-yard line. Inside of 2 minutes to go before the half.
Yeah, and if you're Eureka, you're happy with this drive. This is exactly what you wanted to do. Eat a lot of that clock up before half here and get yourself into position to get points. By no means is this drive over, so if you're Oakville, you've really got to toughen up. You've really got to kind of stall them out here.
2nd down and 5. This drive started back at the 29-yard line of Eureka. Number 5 in motion. Overman rolls out to the right. He's pursued. And off the fingertips of number 5. I think he heard footsteps right there at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that's one of the few times you've seen where Oakville's been able to get some pressure there on Hobelman. And I think, that's going to be a key as you're going forward. If they're looking to move the ball down the field here, get him to scramble a little bit. Don't allow him to set his feet, make some of those throws. Because right now, if you're Oakville, you've got to be pleased with your DBs. They're hanging with the receivers. They're making some plays. And so maybe one of them results in something big if you can keep getting pressure.
3rd down and 5. You think this is 2-down territory? Oh, never mind. Kodak just runs right through the middle of the Tigers defense all the way to the end zone.
Man, that's tough. I think if you're Oakville, you're probably looking for another one of those passes, and there it is, Kodak right up the middle, almost untouched, I would say, to the house.
And then he could smell it once he got inside the 5, and he cut back. So another 6 points on the board, 20-7 our score. Point after attempt forthcoming. Kodak, just remember that name, Kodak. And kick is up and good. 21-7, 1:15 to go. So you're enjoying this on Friday Night Blitz, provided by Livestream STL.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Where family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
1:15 remains on the clock here in the second quarter. And just when we thought the Tigers got the momentum back on their side, Eureka's like not so fast, and they answered with a 71-yard drive.
And if you're Oakville here, yes, you want a big play. We see they have big play potential, but you got to be careful here not to get ahead of yourself and do something extreme, have a turnover happen, and set Eureka up once again. So I think, here, yes, try and make something happen, but don't overexert yourself.
And it is booted deep. It is taken a yard in the end zone and brought out. And they say, no, you can't do that. So that was Pickens who tried to bring it out, but they were like, nope, we will move you out to the 20-yard line, and they will start on offense there. So 75 seconds to go. You kind of alluded to it. Don't do anything crazy. Maybe do a couple of safe passes. Try and get some chunks. They still have their timeouts. but you also alluded to the Wildcats get the ball to start the second half.
Right, and so I think you got to be smart here because you can't put yourself in a bigger hole than what's here. But I think you come out with a quick pass, maybe see what type of defense Eureka is going to set up in. If they're going to give you some space, take advantage of that early before you have to push the ball down the field.
Pickens in motion, and he will get the ball and just a little bit low and behind him, so incomplete. So that'll bring up second down here. So do they have anything in that Varsity Blues hook and ladder that they can get a big chunk here?
Hey, I think at this point you might want to consider pulling out anything because points are going to be big. I think they had the right idea there with the quick pass, see what you're going to get, because it looks like Eureka's going to play back and smart. I mean, it's the right play call because there's a lot of field that Oakville has to cover.
Yeah, just a little over a minute to go, and they've got to go 80 yards. It's a big ask. And they're going to try it. Number 10 gets picked off by number 3. Wildcats take it up the middle. He's cutting back to the right side. He's trying to get to the sideline. And he will get taken down inside the 20. So number 3, Brown, who has made his mark on the offensive side, now is hurt on the defensive side of the ball. And this is kind of what you were just talking about. This is probably worst case scenario going into this last minute.
Right. I mean, again, we've talked about it a number of times. Eureka's going to get the ball coming out of half. And here we are with 56 seconds left. And you just gave the ball back to them inside the red zone. And right now they've been pretty efficient on offense, to say the least.
So Oakville will take one of their timeouts here. If nothing else, just to kind of get everybody calmed down, I would think.
Yeah.
Because obviously that adrenaline's probably going pretty high on that Oakville sideline.
If you're interested in being a sponsor with us here at Friday Night Blitz, you like what we've got going on here, give us a call. You see the entire Jefferson County group, but we are also doing some things out in South St. Louis as well. We've got a lot of Eureka. We've got a lot of Oakville fans here watching. We appreciate you being a part of this, but we're looking for some extra teams to pick up here. If you like what we're doing and you're a business, give us a call. Be a sponsor, 314-852-4398. Live stream stl@outlook.com. And there's some cuties down there on the track. How about that, eh? We've got our good friend Eli Partney doing some work down on the field there, trying to bring in some cameras and whatnot. So,
all right, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Big series here right before the half. And are they going for the jugular? And pass down inside the 15. Number 45 with the reception.
And I think that was just a great play by number 11, Deshaun Treadwell on Oakville, just to keep him in front. Because right now, make them use some time. You can't give them something easy. So make them use their timeouts, use a little bit of the clock here.
Craig Ringe with the reception there. Holman. And it's Ringe again, and this time he's down inside the 10. Should be a first down. And I think they only have one timeout left.
I think that's a missed opportunity there. I think, I know high school rules are a little bit different, but I think you want to push the ball a little bit closer to the end zone there, not keep settling for these short things because you're playing into Oakville's hands here because they're really just at this point trying to minimize the damage. They want you to settle for a field goal here, and I think if you're Eureka, again, you want to be smart, but you are playing with a lead, so try and take some shots in the end zone here.
Yeah, this is, kind of like a free drive, if you will. That was their final timeout, so 21 seconds on the clock, 21-7 our score. 1st and goal. Realistically, probably 2 shots here, depending on, if you get trapped in the field of play. Holman, and he's going to roll out to the right, and he's got a receiver wide open inside the pylon. Touchdown.
Touchdown Wildcats, number 3, Alan Brown.
So the man who got the interception gets the reception for the touchdown.
Yeah, to this point, he has definitely been the man of the match, the MVP. He's playing it on both sides and looking pretty strong.
So Holman obviously has put his stamp on this game, but Brown, I mean, if there was a player of the game category, he's definitely out there making his case. Kick formation, and that one is up and through. So a dagger right there a little bit for the Tiger faithful, as that makes it 28-7 with 15 seconds to go before the half. So we will step aside here on Friday Night Blitz. This is Livestream STL.
Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports, brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
Return to action here at Oakville High School. The Oakville Tigers about to receive this kickoff from the Eureka Wildcats after their touchdown and conversion. 28-7 our score. I wouldn't expect anything crazy here. This will probably just get it. I'd imagine do a simple running play and go into the halftime and try and regroup.
Absolutely. I think that's the safe play to go here, especially after the last drive. I mean, you know, you could say for Eureka, it's almost been a perfect script. I think the one series, you know, Oakville's defense did step up and force Eureka to punt, which was big. And you saw how the offense responded in scoring on a quick play. But other than that, Eureka's been pretty sound both on the defensive and offensive side, moving the ball. And so I think if I'm Oakville here, just go ahead and take a knee, let this go to half, and let's regroup, re-game plan, and come out here and start making some noise in the second half.
And even on that punt sequence you talked about, I mean, that could have been, you know, a big swing, but they were able to take a botched, you know, over the head, you know, snap, and they were able to get it off and get positive yardage. So everything going Eureka's way right now. We are at the half, 28-7 our score. This is Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Livestream STL is strictly prohibited.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
Tire Bargains, your one-stop destination for all your vehicle's needs. Established in 1985, we offer the best deals on all major tire brands, custom wheels, and lift kits. But we do so much more than just make your vehicle look good. We also help make sure it rides and drives good by offering a full range of repair and inspection services, including alignments. Whether it's custom accessories or repair work, Tire Bargains has you covered. Tire Bargains is located at 2100 Truman Boulevard in Crystal City. Give us a call today at 636-937-0021.
I'm Scott Seek, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. and we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me today at 636-937-8081. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers.
Hi, this is Steve Curley at Master Tech Auto Glass. Response has been great to our new business, but remember, we're not new in the business of auto glass. We have over 20 years of experience in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and we also offer camera recalibration services to keep your safety features functioning properly. We're a family-owned business, and I sincerely ask that you give my wife, Amanda, and I the opportunity to earn your business. So stop in or give us a call at 636-208-0018 or check us out at mastertechautoglass.com. We're Master Tech Auto Glass, located at 104 Twin City Mall in Crystal City, Missouri. Your vehicle will be in good hands at Master Tech Auto Glass.
Hey, y'all, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks. Thanks for watching the games today. We appreciate all your business all year long. Don't forget, we've got awesome wings, we got amazing burgers, we got salads like you wouldn't believe. Come check us out. We have barbecue on Thursdays, we have Southern Nights on Wednesdays, we've got bingo on Tuesdays. We can't wait to see you all. Thanks a bunch, and we look forward to having a great summer with y'all.
You can now download the TKDS Sports Network app for mobile, Roku, and Fire TV. Help support Livestream STL by subscribing on our website at livestreamstl.tkdssports.com. Your support helps us to continue our great coverage of Jefferson County and St. Louis County sports. We greatly appreciate your support, and thanks again for watching Livestream STL.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
Looking to buy or sell a home? Stacy Miller of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services has you covered. She'll help you with every step of the process, from preparing your existing house for sale to using the latest tools and technology available in your search for a new home. Let Stacy put the resources of Berkshire Hathaway to work for you. In today's market, the choice of a realtor is more important than ever. Give Stacy Miller a call at 314-606-1007 or visit her website at stacyzmiller.com.
At Girardi Agency Missouri Farm Bureau, we're dedicated to safeguarding your present and securing your future. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or business insurance, we offer comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Our office has been located in Hillsborough for over 30 years. Please contact our office today for a quote, 636-797-5800.
The Breeze Dental Care Team consists of dedicated individuals who are caring, kind, and friendly. Our staff is here to ensure a pleasant experience during your visit to our office. Our team includes experienced and energetic people whose goal it is to communicate well with our patients and provide the best care possible. Providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic care, schedule a visit by calling 636-937-3030 or find us on the web at breezedentalcare.com.
Hey, Ray Halbrook here with Livestream STL Media. You know, we wear a lot of hats in this business, and to tell you the truth, we have a lot of hats from the area here in the Jefferson County and St. Louis County area here, and we'd really just like to tell you about all the different hats that we take care of here with a lot of different schools, a lot of different organizations, things like that. So as I'm doing this hat, you might be thinking, hey, I'm a business, and I'm looking for a way to advertise my business. Well, here's a perfect way right here. Advertise with us here at Livestream STL. Real easy. Sponsor with us, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not be disappointed as we continue our hats here, because we wear a lot of hats. We'd love to wear your hat as a business as well. So partner with us as we continue our amazing coverage in the Jefferson County and St. Louis County area. We'd love to have you on here as a business. So consider giving us a call. Again, I'll throw this up here real quick, 314-852-4398. And again, like I said, your business helps us continue the great coverage in Jefferson County. I've got a handful more here, but man, we'd really love to have you as a part of our businesses as well. Again, if you're a business, big business, small business, doesn't matter, give us a call, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not be disappointed, as I got 2 more hats left here. And man, we appreciate having all of the amazing businesses in Jefferson County and St. Louis County. So again, give us a call, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not regret it. Have a great day.
Ruther Ford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Ruther Ford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Where family pride is driven home. Rutherford.com.
$28-7 is our score here, and enjoying the wonderful festivities. I will just say this. I've had a couple of boys that graduated here from Oakville, one that was involved with the band. The band is always amazing. The Tiger, the Lady Tigers down here doing all of the fun stuff, and it hasn't changed very much here. So always fun here at Oakville High School. Again, 28-7 is our halftime score, and we'll have some updates for you as well throughout the game here. Let's recap some of the first half here, Scotty.
Well, I think it's been a clinic by Casey Hobelman. We're looking at Alan Brown and Trevor Kodak. Those 3 names I'm sure will haunt most of the Tiger faithful, unless there's a really big shift in the second half.
Right.
I think you're right on. I mean, when you look at it, I think for me, Trevor Kodak is a little bit of a surprise because obviously not your starting halfback. He's out injured, but man, has he come out and made a statement. Being a sophomore, very, very difficult to bring down. And then you're seeing the poise of Hobelman, their quarterback, and then the big play ability there that you see with Allen Brown is really just kind of the storyline of the first half. I think you saw some good things from Oakville, but they need to get a little bit more consistent with those good things. The one big play that does get them in the end zone was huge for them, but you're just seeing, I think, on the defensive side, they're giving a little too much space to Eureka, and then on the defensive side, it's just like they're a playoff is what it looks like.
Right.
But I think what that is a symptom of is the diversity that Eureka has shown, because you can't key in on just one guy because they have spread it around so much and have been so successful. You're like, okay, well, if we shore it up here, then they go over there. So it's a guessing game. It's a shell game right now, and so far they haven't guessed right very much.
You're spot on with that. And I think coming out in the second half, that's got to be Oakville's priority. They've got to just kind of key on what they've seen and really just kind of allow their linebackers. Their D-line's got to step up and allow the linebackers to stuff the holes, because really Oakville's DBs haven't been that bad. Like they've been playing well. They've been in on the coverage, And so they just need to shore up, I think, that front line. And if they can do that, they may be able to make a charge.
Absolutely. Well, we've got some more festivities going on here for halftime. We're going to kick it back to some commercials here, pay the bills. This is Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL. We'll be back for the second half.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Livestream STL is strictly prohibited.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
Tire Bargains, your one-stop destination for all your vehicle's needs. Established in 1985, we offer the best deals on all major tire brands, custom wheels, and lift kits. But we do so much more than just make your vehicle look good. We also help make sure it rides and drives good by offering a full range of repair and inspection services, including alignments. Whether it's custom accessories or repair work, Tire Bargains has you covered. Tire Bargains is located at 2100 Truman Boulevard in Crystal City. Give us a call today at 636-937-0021.
I'm Scott Seek, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me today at 636-937-8081. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Mama's on the Hill, home of the original toasted ravioli. For reservations, gift cards, and banquet and catering inquiries, contact them at 314-776-3100, located at 2132 Edwards in St. Louis, Missouri. Check them out on the web on mamasonthehill.com. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for exclusive holiday offers.
Hi, this is Steve Curley at Master Tech Auto Glass. Response has been great to our new business, but remember, we're not new in the business of auto glass. We have over 20 years of experience in rock chip repair, full windshield replacement, and we also offer camera recalibration services to keep your safety features functioning properly. We're a family-owned business, and I sincerely ask that you give my wife, Amanda, and I the opportunity to earn your business. So stop in or give us a call at 636-208-0018 or check us out at mastertechautoglass.com. We're Master Tech Auto Glass, located at 104 Twin City Mall in Crystal City, Missouri. Your vehicle will be in good hands at Master Tech Auto Glass.
Hey, y'all, it's Jeff from Case and Bucks. Thanks for watching the games today. We appreciate all your business all year long. Don't forget, we've got awesome wings, we got amazing burgers, we got salads like you wouldn't believe. Come check us out. We have barbecue on Thursdays, we have Southern Nights on Wednesdays, we've got bingo on Tuesdays. We can't wait to see you all. Thanks a bunch, and we look forward to having a great summer with y'all.
You can now download the TKDS Sports Network app for mobile, Roku, and Fire TV. Help support Livestream STL by subscribing on our website at livestreamstl.tkdssports.com. Your support helps us to continue our great coverage of Jefferson County and St. Louis County sports. We greatly appreciate your support, and thanks again for watching Livestream STL.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports, brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Automobile.
Where family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
Looking to buy or sell a home? Stacy Miller of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services has you covered. She'll help you with every step of the process, from preparing your existing house for sale to using the latest tools and technology available in your search for a new home. Let Stacy put the resources of Berkshire Hathaway to work for you. In today's market, the choice of a realtor is more important than ever. Give Stacy Miller a call at 314-606-1007 or visit her website at stacyzmiller.com.
At Girardi Agency Missouri Farm Bureau, we're dedicated to safeguarding your present and securing your future. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or business insurance, we offer comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Our office has been located in Hillsborough for over 30 years. Please contact our office today for a quote, 636-797-5800.
The Breeze Dental Care Team consists of dedicated individuals who are caring, kind, and friendly. Our staff is here to ensure a pleasant experience during your visit to our office. Our team includes experienced and energetic people whose goal it is to communicate well with our patients and provide the best care possible. Providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic care, schedule a visit by calling 636-937-3030 or find us on the web at breezedentalcare.com.
Hey, Ray Halbrook here with Livestream STL Media. You know, we wear a lot of hats in this business, and to tell you the truth, we have a lot of hats from the area here in the Jefferson County and St. Louis County area here, and we'd really just like to tell you about all the different hats that we take care of here with a lot of different schools, a lot of different organizations, things like that. So as I'm doing this hat, you might be thinking, you know, hey, I'm a business, and you know, I'm looking for a way to advertise my business. Well, here's a perfect way right here. Advertise with us here at Livestream STL. Real easy. Sponsor with us, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not be disappointed as we continue our hats here, because we wear a lot of hats. We'd love to wear your hat as a business as well. So partner with us as we continue our amazing coverage in the Jefferson County and St. Louis County area. We'd love to have you on here as a business. So consider giving us a call. Again, I'll throw this up here real quick, 314-852-4398. And again, like I said, your business helps us continue the great coverage in Jefferson County. I've got a handful more here, but man, we'd really love to have you as a part of our businesses as well. Again, if you're a business, big business, small business, doesn't matter, give us a call, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not be disappointed, as I got two more hats left here. And man, we appreciate having all of the amazing businesses in Jefferson County and St. Louis County. So again, give us a call, 314-852-4398. I promise you will not regret it. Have a great day.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Automobile.
Where family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
You can now download the TKDS Sports Network app for mobile, Roku, and Fire TV. Help support Livestream STL by subscribing on our website at livestreamstl.tkdsports.com. Your support helps us to continue our great coverage of Jefferson County and St. Louis County sports. We greatly appreciate your support, and thanks again for watching Livestream STL.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
All right, we are getting ready to break from halftime. Still a couple of minutes to go here. So I think if you're Oakville, I mean, obviously Eureka starts the second half with the ball. I think you got to take a micro approach here. I mean, one series at a time. You can't be looking at the scoreboard constantly. You got some work to do, but one drive at a time. Try and stop them. Try and get some points. Try and get some momentum.
Yeah, at this point, you're really, like you said, you're taking one play at a time almost. You're coming out here and you're trying to replicate what you did on that one series to stop Eureka's offense from moving the ball. And who knows, we play this game, anything can happen. We've seen bigger upsets, bigger comebacks in the sport.
I thought you were going to say in the Super Bowl.
Right. Well,
similar score.
Don't want to push anybody.
Some people would say too soon.
Yeah, I'm triggering some people thinking about that there. But the reality is, just for Oakville, you just got to come out and play your game.
So you kind of I think hit on some points earlier. What about dialing up some more pressure? Try and get Holman out of his rhythm, and maybe he makes a mistake. I mean, we haven't seen him make really too many so far, but I mean, he's human. Maybe a little pressure, maybe something happens.
Yeah, and I think that's only going to help your defensive line as well, because maybe you do get a free gap that you can come through and disrupt the play. And because it's a read option style, quick pass, maybe you get a hand on the ball, it tips in the air, it's deflected, they don't hand it off well. You get that turnover, and the tide can change pretty quick. And that we know this is a game of momentum. And so if you're Eureka, you're coming out here just the complete opposite. We're going to protect the ball. We're going to keep doing what we've been doing, and we're going to march down the field just as we've done. And so I think, the challenge, again, for Oakville is you're maybe going to have to get out of a little bit of the early game plan and start taking some chances here, especially if you want to get back in this game.
So do you think, obviously you said, if you're Eureka, keep doing what you're doing. Some teams will get a little complacent. They will get maybe a little more careful. But as you said, what was working, so why mix it up?
I agree completely. For Eureka, it's do the same things. Don't just step back and maybe get into that just eat clock, run the ball type of offense, because then you may get a little bit of malaise set in, and it's going to give Oakville an opportunity.
Great word. Kickoff taken at the 21, number 5. Cuts it up the middle. He's got a seam. Spun around, still going. Getting up near midfield and finally twisted down just shy of midfield. Great return right there by number 5, Aiden Cruz.
Yeah, and so far, one play in on the kickoff, Eureka looks right back where they were at the first half.
Yeah, I think the Tigers are like, didn't we just leave this party? So 1st and 10 at their own 49. And the field position, for the most part, has really been in favor of Eureka.
Yeah, there's only been the one series which ultimately resulted in them punting the ball, where they were back beyond, the 40 of their own side of the field. And so I think, again, maybe it's time as Oakville. Let's dial up some blitzes, to your point. Let's put some pressure on the offense, especially, in the backfield, and see if we can't get a mistake.
And the coverage team we've talked about, the secondary for the Tigers has pretty much held their own. When you throw those quick 3-5 yard passes, I mean, almost no one can defend those. Holman, little trickery right there, gets it to Brown. And, ooh, stiff arm as he takes it down close to a first down. I think he was pushed out the defender somewhere around first down yardage.
Yeah, and I think you're seeing right from the beginning, Eureka's coming out and they're saying, hey, we're not going to sit back. We're going to kind of throw some wrinkles in here, some things you didn't even see in the first half, because we want to keep pushing this ball forward.
So they will move the sticks. That was a first down. We saw a little bit of swagger right there from Brown as he picked up that first down. He wasn't really tackled. He was just kind of edged out, never did hit the turf. Holman hands it off. There's that man again. Kodak.
Yeah, really making a name for himself tonight.
He's had several Kodak moments. I'll be here all week, fellas.
I love it. I love it.
So the difference in the two styles of offense, when you see the Tigers, they're getting 2-3 yards. Eureka is getting 6, 7, 8 yards. And once again, Kodak, this time still churning and finally pushed back, I believe just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, this one's going to be close, at least where the officials are spotting him. But you're right on. I mean, Eureka's setting themselves up consistently in second and third and short, which opens the playbook up a lot more, whereas on the flip side, what you're seeing from Oakville Tigers is they're constantly behind the change, which makes it really, really easy for the defense to sit back.
So third and a short one here. Eagle over cover 4, I think is what he said. Or I could be completely wrong. 2 wide receiver set. Holman hands off to Kodak. Kodak breaks it off the right side and inside the 30 for another Wildcat first down.
I think that was a big play there from Oakville's number 8, Will Blick, there, because if he doesn't make that tackle,
he might still be running.
He's still running. So call out there for Will. Great play on the edge just to turn it back in and make the tackle.
Clock ticking towards 10 minutes to go here in the third. Opening minutes, 28-7 our score. Oh, great fake. And Holman right on the money right there to number 45, Craig Ringe.
Just when you're able to run the ball successfully, it sets up that quick play action, and man, you pick up a good chunk yardage right there.
Does he have stick-em on his hands? It's like these guys seem like they're catching almost everything. First and 10 inside the 15-yard line. Once again in the red zone for the Wildcats. And 21 is pushed back right there. That is Robinson.
Still a good run on first down. It's going to set up, 2nd and 6 or so, and that's kind of what we've seen other than, occasionally Eureka's been really, really good at mixing up their first down play calls. You can't really tell if it's a run or a pass if you're on the Oakville side, and I think it's made life really, really easy.
You're right. And there's been only a couple of times tonight where they've had 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 9. It's almost always been 2nd and 4 or 2nd and 5. Holman hands it off. Robinson again. He's still churning. And looks like he's taken down just shy of the goal line. So they will drop the sticks, and that will be 1st and goal. 9:01 on the clock. And pretty much the whole playbook is open here. You can do whatever you want. Holman gets it. Hands it off up the middle. And I believe that's a touchdown for Robinson.
Yes, it is. Again, right now you're seeing just little resistance from that defensive line of Oakville. A lot of easy scores. And it's just quickly getting out of hand. And so you're going to look to some of your senior leadership on this team of Oakville to really start thinking about, hey, we've got to put some stuff together because we still got football to play.
So only 3 minutes and some change here into the third quarter, and already another touchdown on the board for the Wildcats. Ball down, kick up and through. And I gotta say, they look pretty polished on those point after attempts. 35-7 our score. This is Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL.
The Breeze Dental Care Team consists of dedicated individuals who are caring, kind, and friendly. Our staff is here to ensure a pleasant experience during your visit to our office. Our team includes experienced and energetic people whose goal it is to communicate well with our patients and provide the best care possible. Providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic care. Schedule a visit by calling 636-937-3030 or find us on the web at breezedentalcare.com.
the kickoff after the touchdown here. We've seen this formation from the Wildcats quite a bit already tonight.
It's been a big week for them, I think, bouncing back after consecutive losses. Their offense has looked extremely strong here. Their defense has been doing what's needed, and so I think you're seeing a well-oiled machine to this point, and hopefully they just continue to build on that.
So reports of their demise may be a little premature.
Absolutely.
Kicks it. Going to be caught about the 10-yard line. Twisting and taken down somewhere just inside the 25. I think that was number 10, Joshua Williams.
Yeah, this is going to be a big drive for Oakville's offense here. I think you need to put something together. You're nearing that edge line of where you're almost starting to think about next week to a point. Like, we've just got to get some momentum, build some things, work on some things that we do well. It's no longer about what the defense is doing, but what can we do well to create success? Because, again, we've seen stranger things happen. I'm not writing Oakville off on this just yet, but we need to see some positive extended drives.
Yeah,
right
as a
now.
coach, you're almost like, forget the scoreboard. Okay, one play at a time here. Okay, what can we do? How can we execute? Sweep to the right and taken down after a short 2-3 yard gain right there. It's just been tough sledding up the middle for the Tigers tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can even hear, Oakville's cheer squad is down there. They're trying to help them get something going here. But you give credit to Eureka's D-line. I mean, again, they're standing tall. They're filling the gaps. They're freeing up their linebackers to come in and make the plays that are needed. And so Oakville needs to start stretching those edges, get some big plays here.
They got single coverage on the outside, but again, they run it. And there's number 19 again. He gets turned back just shy of the 35, so that'll leave him about 2 or 3 yards short.
Yeah, and I like that play call, getting to the edge there. One of the things that has impressed me so far about Eureka, too, is their defensive speed. They do get to the edge fast. And so that tells me that if you are Oakville, once you hit that edge, you've got to go north and south. The dancing isn't going to help you in this situation. You just got to start moving the ball forward.
So Venable got the ball in his hands there. We'll see if he gets it here with a chance to convert on third down. Cuts up the middle. Venable still churning, and I think he fell forward, and that should be a Tiger first down. So this drive, a little concerted effort to get him the ball. And it's been kind of spread around a little bit, but they haven't really had that much of a sustained drive, so they can kind of, mix it up and get him involved.
Yeah, and that's a good start, especially for this series if you're Oakville. I mean, as we've said a number of times, he's kind of been that bell cow for him this year. And so get him going, get him established, and maybe it opens up some of your other players.
Bell cow, I haven't heard that since Steven Jackson was in town. Pass, screen to the flat, and taken down after no gain.
Read well there by Eureka's secondary. Even the edge linebacker there recognized that pretty quick, and they were able to keep it from really getting any yardage at all.
So is it something that is in their playbook, or something that you think that they game planned with all these short screens and, passes to the flat where they don't have very much, north of 3 to 5 yards?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're Oakville, I think maybe you've had some success doing this. But when you are meeting a team like Eureka, where, like we said at the beginning, you're matched up really, really well. Both teams have speed. You're not able to get the edge like you do in other matchups. And so you're going back to what has worked, but maybe there's something in the design, the setup, that Eureka's keyed on, and they're able to recognize when those quick passes are coming, because their edge defenders and their corners are getting up quick to make those plays.
Lalek with that last carry. So, again, this is third down and about 7, which is a lot different from 3rd and 2, which is what we've kind of seen the flip side from what the Wildcats have been able to achieve. So, drop back. He's got pressure. Got a receiver and catches it, but I think Lalek is a couple yards short.
Yeah, they had the right play call on there. I think the pass was just a touch behind the receiver. He had to kind of go down to get it and was unable to keep his forward momentum. But I think the play call was spot on.
It was, but I think the pressure caused it to be, hey, I got to get rid of this because these guys are right here. But it was a good job completing that and able to turn that into positive yardage. So they going for it here on 4th and 3 on their own 45. Drop back again, pressure, and the pass is broken up. Intended for number 15, which is Chase Forbes. So turnover on downs, and once again, good field position for Eureka.
Yeah, that's just a tough play. I think they're number 5 for Eureka, Aiden Cruz, coming in and making that really good defensive play to bat the ball away. Again, I'm not disappointed in what Oakville was trying to do there. I think, unfortunately, sometimes you just have to tip your cap to the defense because they make the right play.
Completely agree. And I think there was a little crackling sound because it's almost like Velcro because those Eureka defenders seem like they are right on every Tiger player. Shotgun formation here. And handoff. And one of the few times tonight they don't pick up big yards on first down. 2-yard gain.
Yeah, Kodak back in, he's definitely been a standout for them tonight. I think here on this drive you'll probably see him quite a bit.
2nd and 8. And back to Kodak, this time off the left side, and he is met by number 40 and turned around. Ooh, Gloria Estefan sponsored that one. Austin Cowan right there would turn the beat around. Wow.
Absolutely. That's been a rare sign for tonight when it comes to Kodak.
All right there, Brian. You just been baptized by fire there. We have a lot of freakisms. We call Scotty Lotta here the freak, and he loves 80s isms.
I like all that, pop culture.
There you go.
And a fake and a rollout. And, ooh, had the first down if he could have controlled it, but just dropped it. Number 44, the intended receiver. So Giannino got his call right there. Couldn't quite bring it in. So they will keep the offense on the field. 4th and about, we'll say 4. So if you're the Tigers here, an opportunity to kind of get a little momentum.
Absolutely. Create a win for yourself right here. Be in the right defensive spots. Step up and make a play.
Yeah, each series here is about that. Get the win on the series. Brown in motion. Oh, catch and throw right there. Number 45, Ringe, with the reception down to the 30. And that is a first down. That's just an easy pitch and catch right there.
Absolutely. Get eyes on Brown coming across the field in motion, and then quick throw to the other side. Defense, again, not in a press situation. Easy, as you said, pitch and catch.
Hobelman in the shotgun. Got Robinson behind him. 2 wide receivers in the pattern, 1 top, 1 bottom. Clock down to 3:10 to go here. 35-7 our score. Hands it off to Robinson. Works off the left side. Works it down about to the 25, about a 4-yard gain. And they just kind of lull you to sleep with these 4- and 5-yard chunks.
Right, and then a quick hitter on the outside, and then before you know it, they're in the red zone and your back's against the wall.
2nd and 6. Some guys on the Eureka sideline doing jumping jacks, it looks like. Steal 3rd. What was that sign? We'll figure this out by the end of the game.
Absolutely.
Oh. Ooh, off the fingertips of the defender right there. One of the few mistakes we've actually seen from Hobelman. Just led the route a little bit too much.
Yeah, that was going to be a tight window to fit that one in anyway. I think the defense did a great job of kind of stepping up right there on that play. But here we are in 3rd down, so you need another one if you're Oakville.
3rd down and 6. Single coverage on the outside. Eureka sets the formation. And looks like they're heavy on the left side, and they run it to that side. And depending on the spot, I think they got it. Yeah, that should be well past the 1st down.
The one thing you can say, this has been a clean game. We have not seen too many flags on the field by either team, and so
I didn't want to say anything.
I didn't either, but you know,
I remember one earlier, and I think that was on. It was like a 4th down punt for Oakville, I believe.
Look, you got to find the wins, and right now they're getting harder and harder to come by.
1st down, run off left tackle. So Ryan Holtz getting a couple of carries on this drive as Eureka methodically works this down inside the 15.
Yeah, doing a great job of just working the clock here and continuing this drive inside the 15 and looking to maybe add 6 more points to the board.
That would turn on the turbo clock, guys. The clock will not stop.
Ever?
It will not stop unless there's a injury or a official timeout.
Well, 2nd down and 7. Holman back in the shotgun. And we have a timeout called by Eureka. So the clock will stop at 1:07. Our score 35-7.
Let's let everybody know where we're going to be next week. We will be over at Herculaneum High School. It is homecoming for the Herculaneum Blackcats. The Grandview Eagles will be in town. That'll be Friday, 6:45 will be our pregame. And then we'll also be at Crystal City High School. The Russellville Indians come to town to take on the Crystal City Hornets. Again, 6:45 for both of our pregames. And if you're interested in checking out the TKDS Sports Network app, we'd love to have you get it. You can do that by downloading the TKDS Sports app on mobile Roku Fire TV and also jumping over to livestreamstl.tkdssports.com to subscribe. So there we go.
All right. Play has reconvened on the field. 2nd down. Ball resting on the 14-yard line. Wildcats eyeing the end zone once again. Holman going to keep it, and I believe, was that a sack?
That is a sack.
First sack of the game for them, isn't it? First sack of the game, period, isn't it?
It is. It is, and again, it's giving credit to that secondary. They are, they're playing well and allowed the defensive line an opportunity to get in there. And keep Holberman from scrambling, and a loss of 3 and sets up a real 3rd and long.
Haven't seen too many of these tonight from the Wildcats. We'll see what they dial up. Holberman takes it, fakes the handoff, and he's going to run off the left. And quarterback keeper, and he will scamper out of bounds about the 16-yard line, so that'll bring up a 4th and about 8. And will we see the kick team?
That's what it looks like. They're coming out on the field. I think it's a great opportunity to definitely work on your kicking game. 4th and long here, not advantageous to pick it up. And so you've got a strong kicker here for Eureka. He's been very consistent on his PATs
He's
so
looked
far.
effortless. So 4th down. Snap back, ball down, kick is up. And that ball is plenty good if it was straight, but it was off to the left. So if you're the Tigers, that's something to build on.
Absolutely, that's a win. It doesn't, it doesn't matter how you stop them. You stopped them, you kept points off the board, and now you get a chance to respond on the offensive side. And so, again, I can't say it enough. It is no longer about, the rest of the game. It's about series to series, play to play. What can you build on? What can you do well now to prepare yourself for the rest of the season?
Essentially what you just said. There's going to be situations later in the year where maybe not to this extreme degree, but, hey, you may need to put together that crucial drive, and now you can work on that. You can be like, okay, we can just take a piece here, maybe even steal a couple of plays from their playbook and be like, hey, it worked on us. Maybe we can kind of cannibalize that and make it our own.
Absolutely, and your leadership is going to rise in these moments. You're going to get to see what you have in your students, what you have in your players, and allow them to really kind of shine through in these moments. And maybe there's somebody that becomes a standout that you weren't expecting.
And right there, number 10, huge run off of the left side and picks up a first down almost up to the 30-yard line. And that was number 10, Joshua Williams.
Right, and I think this is the opportunity here. You're looking at who is going to be a playmaker, and maybe as you game plan for weeks to come, you look at getting them a little bit more involved, take some of the weight off of the offense, off of your halfback Venable there, and really just kind of move forward.
All right, so that was the last play of the third quarter. 35-7 our score. This is Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL.
The House Bar and Grill at your Festus Pasta House is your place to watch all local high school sports live. That's right, I said live. Come in and enjoy all local high school sports brought to you live on our 5 big screen TVs from Livestream STL. Also enjoy our happy hour menu, which includes half-price pizzas, discounted appetizers, and drink specials. We are the best place to gather for your local high school sports brought to you by Livestream STL at your Festus Pasta House on Highway A, where it's always a great time.
I'm Scott Seek, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll create a personalized financial strategy backed by our advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track no matter what happens. Contact me today at 636-937-8081. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
As we return to action here, first down play for the Tigers, and they want to pitch out wide. Number 18 picks up 6 yards, I do believe. Number 18 would be Zach Howe.
Yeah, really good play. And again, I think what we've talked about, you're starting to see. They're getting some more players involved. And hopefully this becomes part of their game plan moving forward because it's starting to look successful.
And a couple of speedsters, so that worked. Oh, and they come right back to Howe, and he got it for a second, then looked upfield and lost the handle.
That's right. He saw that green grass, and he thought for sure he was gone and just couldn't get his hands around the ball to secure it and bring it in.
But on the flip side right there, Bradley right on the money with the pass. I mean, that's all you can ask. Get it out, got it out quick, got it out accurately. So 3rd and 5.
Yeah, so far, the first 2 plays of this series, I like what I've seen, what Oakville's trying to do here. I think it's just executing a little bit better.
And a high snap, and who came up with it? There's a scrum down there. Eureka's acting like they have it. It looks like it is retained by the Tigers.
Yeah, just an unfortunate. The drive was off to a good start, but then just one mistake derails everything.
I think that's really the first time tonight either team's looked discombobulated, because it looked like there was a man in motion and it looked like maybe it distracted the quarterback for a second. Punt formation for the Tigers. Gets a leg into it. And it is muffed, and it is a live ball out there by midfield. Number 4 for the Tigers is signaling that it's Oakville's ball, but that ball may change hands a couple of times down there on the bottom.
You never really know what happens underneath those piles, but.
And the signal is Oakville ball. Went right through the breadbasket right there.
Yeah, definitely not what you're looking for if you're Eureka. You've played a clean game up to this point. You don't want to start making mistakes late in the game. But Oakville, hey, take it again, as we talked on the last, the missed field goal attempt from Eureka. You take it and you bring your offense back out and go, hey, we got another shot at this, boys. Let's go and make some plays.
So that evens the turnover battle. There was an interception earlier by Brown for Eureka, and now the muff punt turns into turnover back to the Tigers. 1st and 10 at the 49 of Eureka. Max drops back, and he is going to be sacked for a large chunk of real estate.
Yeah, I think for a moment he had number 18 there open, but was looking to push the ball a little bit further down the field. And by the point he recognized he didn't have those options, it was too late. Eureka was in the backfield.
And then I think he was also kind of going a little bit against his body right there and thought better of it. So 2nd and we'll call this 22.
Yeah, no matter what the score is, no matter what part of the game you're in, ball security is always the best option.
So back inside their own 40 now. 2nd down. 2 wide receivers to the bottom. Quick out to number 10. And he cuts up the middle. He's got a seam. And then he is converged on by a couple of Wildcats. Taken down after about an 8-yard gain.
And what you're seeing from Eureka here is really just kind of like that old school prevent style defense.
Ah, yes. Where it prevents you from playing defense. 35-7 our score, clock running, 9:15 to go here in the final quarter. Drops back and had him for a moment just a little too far. That would have been a ESPN style catch right there by number 10, which is Joshua Williams. He has been featured and done very well this evening.
Yeah, secretly I was almost pulling for him to make that big catch because that was just a great attempt. But as you said, just a touch in front of him and just off the fingertips.
He would have needed some Odell Beckham in him to get that one.
Maybe a little bit more stick 'em on those gloves.
Exactly. So they will go into punt formation once again. Last time they did this, it turned out in a positive way. 4th and about 13. Boots it. This one's short and taken at the 25 as a fair catch. So they will switch it up there. 9 minutes exactly on the clock. 35-7 our score. So if you're Eureka, what are you working on here? Obviously the game is within their control.
Yeah, I think right now what you're looking at is maybe getting some of your underclassmen in some spots, but continuing again, I think, to do the same things you're doing. Build on what has been successful for you, see who you have maybe as an upcoming, like I said, underclassmen, because you never know when you're going to have to lean on them.
Yeah, you're one injury away from going, hey, you're up. So 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Handoff up the middle. And about a 2-yard gain. And the backup quarterback is now in for Eureka. I believe that is Blake Sitton.
Number 18, I believe it's Patrick Hutchcraft, actually, but I could be wrong. It's hard to see sometimes with the lights in your eyes here. But again, a great time for him to get some experience in running this offense.
And we have a pre-snap penalty on the Wildcats. I think the clock was running down and he was trying to get the snap off. And someone did a little movement.
Yeah.
Is that the equivalent in football of a balk?
I think so. I think so. You see the play clock just as your quarterback does, and you're trying to get that jump. maybe a little excited because there's a slant pass or a deep shot coming your way, and you just want to make sure you get out the gates running.
So 2nd down and long here for the Wildcats. And handoff up the middle. Taken down after about a 5-6 yard gain up to the 30. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 6. Was that number 44? Was that Giannino?
Like 47, Cade Gustafson is the halfback that's in right now. Again, a sophomore here getting some work, giving Trevor Kodak a break as we saw tonight. He was
number 18 pulls it down, tries to run for it, and the Tigers say not today, and they wrestle him to the ground about 3-4 yards short of the sticks. So you saw Hutchcraft there kind of do the fake, and he was like, I think I can run for it. But even at this stage of the game, even with the score what it is, Tigers defense didn't fall asleep. They didn't just give up. They took him down, and they get their offense back on the field.
Yeah, and that's what you're looking for if you're the coach from Oakville. Hey, these guys are fighting. They still believe that they're a good football team. They're not just going to let Eureka roll over them. And I think that's important. That's just character to build with right there.
And another bad snap. Number 5 has his eyes on the punter. Number 40 falls on it for the Tigers, and they will set up inside the 10, 1st and goal. So special teams tonight may get circled. I mean, there's not much you can really point at for the Wildcats that has not gone their way, but special teams, aside from the point after attempt, the punting game has been a little tricky.
Absolutely, and I think what you're seeing is we still got things to work on. It doesn't matter how good the game looks or what the score says. You've got to execute, and right now the special teams, especially that punt team right now for Eureka, is struggling just a little bit. Fortunate for them, they've got a cushion, but again, it's giving Oakville just a little bit of life here at the end of the game.
So it looks like number 2 under center, which is Joe Romano. He takes it, and quarterback keeper, and inside the 5, still going. No signal yet, and taken down right around the 1 yard line, it looks like. So you think, is that like a version of the Wildcat?
That's what it looks like to me. I mean, Joe there is slated as one of their quarterbacks, but obviously has some speed. So they're going to look to utilize that. So almost, you know, it is almost that Wildcat formation, or just a quarterback power is really what you're looking at.
Single wide receiver. Romano gets it, cuts up the middle, finds the seam, and into the end zone. 6 points on the board for the Tigers. So you hear the roar there. 2-yard touchdown for Romano. And the point after try coming here.
Yeah, and obviously that series set up well by the special team mishap, but a great job by Oakville capitalizing, not sitting back, and using those quarterback powers to get in the end zone.
And left-footed kick is no good. So a chance to tie the second half right there. Goes by the boards. But that will make it 35-13, 5:55 to go here in the 4th. This is Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL.
Rutherford is the place to shop for your next vehicle. We have a huge selection of new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and they're all priced to sell. Not in the market for a new car? We have a great service staff that can keep your car in top shape. Also, be sure to check out our parts department for your next car project. Once again, we're Rutherford off I-55, the Herculean Auto Mall.
Family pride is driven home. Rutherford, Ruther.com.
All right, second half of the 4th quarter here. And the second half is 7-6 if you take away the first half.
But that's why we play both halves, right? Yeah, but I think if you're Oakville, you build off of that. You came out wanting to keep it a close game in the second half, and you've done that to this point. Granted, Eureka's given you a little bit of a gift here, but you've made some smart plays. You've played well on the defensive side, and you've capitalized when the opportunities have presented itself. And so, you got to think good about that.
I see an onside kick coming here, coaches.
Well, they've got it staggered right on the Wildcat side. It's something you don't get to practice very much. Ball at the 40. And they boot it deep. And there's nobody back there. And it kicks back, so it's still in the field of play. Picked up around the 10. Going sideways and taken down inside the 10. So number 3 right there, Brown, not able to break it.
A little bit of trickery there from the special teams of Oakville, making them think the onside kick is coming and still kicking it deep and pinning them back deep in their end of the field, which is only the second time that's happened so far this game.
Yep, they were up there at the line going, these are not the football droids you were looking for. 1st and 10 at the 8-yard line for the Wildcats, 5:51 on the clock. Some reserves in the game now, getting some action. As you mentioned, this would be good later in the year in case they're called upon. Handoff up the middle and stacked up after a very short gain.
Yeah, I mean, this is valuable playing time for both sides of the ball right here as you bring in some of your reserves, underclassmen, just giving them an opportunity to see game time, game speed, and more than just your practices. And like I said, maybe someone surprises you and can earn a little bit more of a role within the upcoming season.
Gustafson with the last carry. 2nd and 8. Got to get out to about the 19-yard line for a first down. Clock rolling towards 5 minutes to go. And once again, Gustafson up the middle. Dropped about the 15-yard line. So a very conservative approach here.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at Eureka going into clock management. Obviously, the more you can run the clock, the easier it's going to be on your defense. So maybe you look for a pass here to extend the drive, but I wouldn't be surprised if you just hand it off again and make sure that clock continues to run.
And there's also some of the mindset with the score, what it is, and the lateness of the game. Maybe also you don't want to get anybody hurt in a situation that's not critical.
Absolutely, I think you're right on there, and so don't overextend where you don't have to.
And 3rd run by Gustafson, still churning and pushed back. I believe he was brought up short of the first down. Punt team jogs on for the Wildcats.
And this has been a little bit of an adventure here as of late for Eureka, so maybe this is even affords you an opportunity to work on this side of the ball a little bit.
Got to make you a little nervous in the shadow of your own end zone.
Looks like we're going to have an official's timeout on the field here.
I think they just like the song, and I just think they were like, this is my jam, so we're going to take it.
That's right. Get everybody up on their feet, dancing around a little bit.
Exactly. We'll throw this up here real quick. If you're interested in being a sponsor with us on Friday Night Blitz, we have another game that we're going to be taking care of here in a couple weeks here. We will be back up here for the Oakville and Seckman games. So if you're interested in being a sponsor, Oakville folks, Seckman folks possibly might be watching as well. Eureka, we might be looking at some sponsorship possibly down the road, maybe for some playoff games as well. So think about giving us a call, 314-852-4398.
So once again, set up formation for the punt for the Eureka Wildcats here. They are ahead by 22 points here with 3:52 to go. That one is clean. and booted away. And good leg into that one. And number 1, Pickens, signals fair catch and takes it down at the 41-yard line. They will start 1st and 10.
Yeah, looking much better for Eureka on the punt squad right there. Clean snap, great kick. Not much for Pickens there to be able to do with once the ball was in his arms.
So, again, they can kind of try and build upon that last drive. And, I mean, it would be a small victory, but you could technically, if you come down here and you're able to score, you could be like, okay, situation, you know, just look at the black and white of it. Hey, we were able to win the second half against the team that dominated us in the first half.
Right, and that's what you're looking for right here. I mean, you're just, again, we can't say it enough. You're looking for positive yards. You're looking for positive results.
Joshua Williams with a hard run off the left side right there, picks up 5. He's got a good burst of speed.
Yeah, he's impressing me tonight, not only, you know, as a potential receiver, but those edge runs that he's had shows a little bit of a burst. And so maybe if I'm the coaching staff, I'm looking at that going, hey, next week, let's get him a little bit more involved early on in the game.
2nd down and 6. And pressured again and just chucks it away. They're asking for grounding over there, but I don't think they're going to give it to him at this stage of the game. Max Bradley back in the game.
Yeah, it might be a little bit of a stretch, but there was a receiver over in that vicinity that
in that
maybe,
general zip code, yes.
Maybe they could give him.
So 3rd down and 6. Got to get to midfield to reset the downs. 3:04 on the clock. 2 wide receivers to the bottom, none to the top. And hits number 10, Williams. And he's got a 1st down. Still going and falls forward. Ball came loose at the end, but it will be retained by the Tigers. So again, right there, Joshua Williams gets his number called and makes a big conversion.
Yeah, very fortunate break there at the end. He did lose the ball, but it looked like it bounced out of bounds, so they were able to retain possession and pick up the 1st down at that.
1st and 10 at the 47. And they're going for it. Number 18 wide open. Ooh, just overshot him right there. Max Bradley had him wide open. Number 18, Zach Howe, was behind the defender. He just couldn't go gadget arms to get that enough.
Yeah, they've really got Eureka to bite on that quick pass. It was a great pump fake there and had him open. And as you said, just a little out of reach. A great effort there, but unfortunately falling incomplete.
So if this was Sega Genesis, I'm going back to that play.
Absolutely.
Man in motion. And this time, oh, number 7 wide open in the flat. That was Jacob Baines, and ball right off the hands.
Yeah, it's just right now it just boils down to execution. I think they've had some really good design plays. People are open. It's just, you know, a touch overthrow here or just a lack of concentration just by a little bit to let the ball go through your hands that's really stalling this drive out.
And these players will learn from this. So in the moment, it's, you know, defeating, but they will learn from it and be like, okay, last time I did this, I just need to focus a little bit more. Number 2 came completely unfettered to the quarterback right there and almost got a sack. And that ball was just thrown away. So number 2 is Luke Wetzel. Great acceleration, almost got himself a sack.
Yeah, smart play there by Bradley. Just get rid of it in the direction of one of your receivers. Live to play another down, as they
Very
say.
much. Like, you do have helmets and pads on, but I'm sure hitting that turf does not feel good. So it looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 10. Play clock down to 15. 2 wide receivers to the bottom. Number 3 in motion. And almost the same play as earlier, just can't hook up with Williams, incomplete. So that will turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I think the pressure really got to him there. He wasn't able to step up and really get enough behind that throw to get it to Williams on the outside. He did have a step, but unfortunately because of the pressure, the ball was underthrown just a touch.
And the defender did a good job of not allowing access to the inside. (35-13), 2:36 to go here at Oakville High School. This matchup of the Oakville Tigers and the Eureka Wildcats. And we're getting some reserves in the game, getting some cheers as some guys who don't get a lot of reps are seeing the field. First and 10 at the 45. Handoff up the middle. Gustafson pushes it across midfield.
Good solid run by Gustafson there, and just, again, 4 or 5 yards on the run, setting them up for a good second down opportunity. And at this point of the game, that's exactly what you're looking for.
And if you were a Lord of the Rings buff, you'd be like, Gustafson's in the game, and he's like, you shall not pass. Because it's all going to be runs here, I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely.
The boss is shaking his head at me.
I was going to say, if you can't see, there are some sly looks happening occasionally with some of those jabs.
Second down and 5. And once again, Gustafson essentially right up the middle. Little draw play. Taken down about 3 yards short of the first down. Clock under a minute 40 to go. Some of the faithful here starting to make their way out of the facilities. But say it's been a beautiful evening, great entertainment by the band, and it's been a whale of a ball game. Hard to believe at one point this was a 14-7 game, and that one possession swung the whole thing.
Absolutely. We talked about it, and I think there right before the half, that turnover that resulted in points really did swing the momentum and swing this game ultimately to be what it is here with that 35-13 lead that Eureka's holding on to.
So literally here in the final minute, and the Tigers defense unable, or did they stop them? Nope, they do award them a first down. It was close. So they should be able to just a couple more snaps here and roll it out. Great ball game by Eureka. Very impressive first half, I will say.
Yes, they rebounded nicely from the previous week and have looked strong all night tonight. And I think if you're Oakville, you've had a solid second half, as you've pointed out, and so that's worth building on as you prepare for next week.
Gustafson works out to the outside, picks up a first down almost all the way down to the 30. He kind of varied a little bit. Normally he was going directly right up the middle, and he kind of went off left tackle a little bit. Final 20 seconds to go of the ball game. I don't even think they'll snap it again. So, yep, looks like that will be the final play of the game. So they will run it out. 35-13 the final here. The Eureka Wildcats victorious over the Oakville Tigers. Hand slap line, handshakes there, midfield.
The final score of 35-13 here. Eureka defeats the Oakville Tigers. Again, thank you so much for being a part of this as we wrap things up. Final thoughts here, guys, and we'll get out of here. The tale of just grind and grind and grind, and you see the Eureka Wildcats continue their dominance over Oakville for another year.
Yeah, we were kind of looking for, the big haymakers to come from the Wildcats, but actually it was just a series of jabs after jabs after jab that it got the job done.
Yeah, consistency, right? That is exactly what you could say about Eureka's offense here tonight. They were consistently 5-7 yard chunks, moving the ball, and I think it just caught Oakville by surprise quite a bit tonight. On paper, it looked like it was going to be a closer game, but this is why we play the game out. And I think Eureka rebounded nicely. It's going to make Oakville go back and just kind of look at what they did well and maybe some of the mishaps that they had in the game, and hopefully they can come out next week and rebound. And for Eureka, they just build on the momentum. They've broken that losing streak they had there, that 2 short ones, and now hopefully they can get back on track and continue to move forward.
There you have it. There you are. Before we get out of here, real quick, we'll let you know what we got going on this weekend, this Friday night. Next Friday night for Friday Night Blitz will be at Herculaneum High School. Grandview Eagles come to town at Dugan Memorial Field. 6:45 is our pregame, and then we'll also be over at Crystal City High School. They'll be taking on the Russellville Indians. That'll be a 6:45 pregame as well. For Ray Halbrook, for Scott Lotta, for Mr. Kaplinger, all of us here at Livestream STL. We're going to say so long. Thanks so much for watching Friday Night Blitz on Livestream STL. We will see you down the road.
Thanks for watching today's broadcast. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast without the express written consent of Livestream STL is strictly prohibited.